The only time that we can say the president is doing his best is when we interrogate the implementation of the 2023 appropriation, the implementation of the 2024 appropriation as it pertains to security. You recall, Mr. President, the National Security Advisor was invited last year, and he came forward and told us point blank that not enough appropriation was released to the security apparatus. We are here in the very comfortable confines of Abuja, but I can tell you in a very short time, I'm not a pessimist, in a very short time, if care is not taken, these bandits that are running towns and villages in Benue, in Zamfara, in Sokoto, in Kebbi are gradually moving into the close neighborhood of this city. Today, Mr. President, I can confirm to you authoritatively that you can no longer go to Kwali, go to Kubwa, and these suburbs beyond 9 to 10 o'clock in the evening because of fear of being taken away. And therefore, consequently, it is important, Mr. President, to acknowledge if we continue to keep on doing things without result and keep on doing them, we are not only deceiving ourselves, we are deceiving the people that sent us here to represent them. I am not sure whether the solutions has to do with creating a summit. First,
you follow? Nigerian criminal politicians, they will create problems. Then they will now volunteer to fix the problem. So in their pretentious way of fixing the problem, they will now create more problems. So which means you are going to need them more to solve more problems. If they should solve all the problems, there will be no more problems to solve. Unfortunately, these ones are not interested in fixing anything. As much as they pretend to want to, they will rather create more and more problems. So they are proposing security summits. Security summit. So everybody will now come together to bring ideas on how to defend ourselves or protect ourselves from terrorists that they are grading land for in Plateau State right now. Billions of naira will be expended to build a Ruga for terrorists in Plateau State. And then they can use that as a template and say, maybe you see that we don't build one for Plateau State now, so we have to build one here too if you want peace. Or you have no right to defend yourself. If you try it, you will be considered as the aggressor. The ideal thing is that if terrorists come to your community, just pray that they don't kill you, that you survive. All right? Because if they kill you, now same. Same money. You are just a statistic, a number. You shouldn't be, of course you shouldn't. But that's how they treat you. That is how they treat every one of you. It is already happening, right? They will be discussing numbers. Like they are discussing, you can't even discuss animals like that, right? 45 people killed in Borno. Abba, fake news. Now only 44 people. I don't understand why you people would like to exaggerate. Now 44 people, they say that. Why will you say 45? And I'm like, okay, 44. Let us report the news as it is. Alaye ewa. Any cool, sir. So 44, let's say it's okay, all right. 44 human beings. So, like, what do you think about the 44? I just don't like anybody to be sending wrong information. Now only 44 people die. When you say 45, I was like, no. Don't let us cause trouble in this country. Okay? Let us say things as they are. So the 44, you don't really care per se. Not that you care, but you just don't want people to say now 45. Because whether now 45, whether now 44, you don't care. Since none of your family member is you know what I mean? Like, you have to deal with people like that too, right? See, I'm 23 people killed in Zamfara. Abba. Now only 21. You these people shall want to destroy this country. You just want to destroy this country. Now only 21 people die. Oh. Now only 21. Oh. They're not saying that 23. You're saying, 21 people will get killed. Are they not enough to trigger people to say, Abba, now only for Nigeria. Even people who are living abroad, you are living abroad. You are reading the news every day. They will say, some immigrant stabbed tourists in Spain. Oh, in France, they are doing riots, they don't kill 2 people. And the riot is now getting even like hotter and hotter. Everybody go to change their flag. In America, you will even see them in America, in Europe. I stand with France. I stand with this. I stand with that. People hardly do that anymore. Anyway. Or you know what I'm talking about. But the same people, they will read the news. They will see 4 soldiers slaughtered in Borno, 21 others killed by Boko Haram roadside bomb, killed 32 people in Borno. I don't know what else they were. She's all bro. No, Ijari. They see we come from Nigeria. That is always standing with France. I stand with. They are always standing with something. They are now strolling. Say, 45 people killed in a year. See, man. You see all this Boko Haram, man. Okay, Davido in Atlanta. Oshe, Obio. Oshe, London. Atlanta, Obio. It's forgotten that above that Obio, 46 people killed in Zamfara. No concern. Many of you are guilty of that. I'm just saying it to your faces right now so that you can understand the kind of mess that contraption is in. Let everybody pretend. Listen to this one too. It's also a lawmaker.
20 months, we have lost almost 520 service chiefs, all servicemen, all across our armed forces. For how long can we continue to lose them? And the thousands of people, thousands of Nigerians that have been kidnapped on a daily basis. It is no longer any issue. People come to house and they will just kidnap you. And when you pay, they release you. And nothing has ever happened because the security servicemen are incapacitated. They are handicapped. Finally, last week on my way out of Lagos, I met someone who told me there is a possible invasion of Mahmudawa, a security outfit, all the way from Mauritania, and they are getting into Kwara and Oyo, and they are beginning to settle down there. Today, sir, the entire suburbs of this city called FCT is surrounded by illegal miners. And you remember what put Zamfara at the core terrorist streaking area is mining. The entire gap between Abuja and Lokoja has been taken over by illegal mining. And they do it openly, clearly openly, and nobody questions them. And people are busy buying plots between here and Kuje and Lokoja, just because we were told there are minerals deposits there, and therefore the business has opened. And when you open that kind of business, make no doubt about that, the entire populace of this city is at risk. I shall submit, Mr. President.
Distinguished colleagues, if you notice, the issue of is whether or not we should have a security summit or a security retreat.
Yeah, and I want to say just two things. Number one, do we want to really be true to ourselves? And do we really want to be true to our calling here as senators? And the reason why I ask that is very simple, Mr. President. I have been here for a very long time. And for each session I've been here, we have had security summits. Each session. In fact, the last one, we were part of setting it up, and then we did everything. At the end of the day, nothing came out of it. So, there is no one of us here who does not know what is going on in his area. Do we want to be true and fair and say the truth about what is happening in this country? If we want to be true to ourselves, then we can go ahead with a summit, then we can deal with this matter. But if we are just going to stand up here to now make statements so that people will see us on television, then I want to profound, Mr. President, that we will just end up doing exactly what we have been doing, make statements, and nothing will come out of it. I so submit.
It's my name. I represent KB Central. Mr. President, there is nothing we have not discussed here in this Senate, particularly the 8th Senate and the 9th Senate, where we had security summit. In fact, if I could recall vividly, we had 3 security summits in this Senate, and we made very far-reaching recommendations to the executive branch. And those recommendations, unfortunately, were not implemented. Mr. President, what we need is not security summit. We need to discuss with the service chiefs here in this chamber, one by one. With facts. We engage them into serious discussions.
Serious discussions. We have to have serious discussions. Discussion call. Discussant. Let's take a minute. By the way, if you are watching on YouTube, all right, take a moment. So leave the comment section for a moment. Okay, go and like the broadcast. I don't know how many of us who have. Okay, I think we are just around the 500 of us who have actually liked it. But we are more than that, you know. So please take your time and like the broadcast. So I want to present you 2 options. I still have a lot I need to share, which is going to be above my own time slots. Do you want me to finish everything and we can take calls another time? You just want me to hang it now and take calls? What will be your answer?
So this one. Ha! I will not you to. Help me! 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 If they carry me, they go. We are not know. Help me! Help me! So this one. Ha! I will not you to. Help me! 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 If they carry me, they go. We are not know. Help me! Help me! So this one. Ha! I will not you to. Help me! 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 If they carry me, they go. We are not know. Help me! Help me!
Right. So the first 3 comments says we should finish. We can take calls another time, yeah? Because what I have here, you know, can still probably last for another 40 minutes. The one on the insecurity I'm sharing with you, it's not just the Senate that deliberated on the issue of the insecurity. All talks, politicians, all talks, no actions. You don't need security summit. You need, for the sake of the moment, the importance of the moment, what you need is to at least change your law and let the people harm themselves, defend themselves. That alone will reduce the insecurity in Nigeria by 50%, especially the terrorism. Yeah. It can be abused, I understand. But come on. There are people who actually need to defend themselves. So all these guys can be given the chance to, arm themselves, protect their own loved ones, protect their own communities, and at the same time help your already overstretched military, what do you call them, the security agents you have in Nigeria. That would be my own opinion, but maybe you should hear these ones. They need a summit where they can budget billions, hundreds of billions, that will pay tens and hundreds of millions into the private pocket of the same guys.
What is before us here now is whether we should convoke the National Security Summit. Mr. President, if you ask me, I will say the answer is yes. Because, Mr. President, security is everybody's business. And these security challenges occur in various parts of Nigeria in various dimensions. It has become increasingly compelling, therefore, Mr. President, that in providing security solutions to our security challenges, there is no one-size-fits-all. And so, every day you read in the social media, senators are held responsible for insecurity in their various domains. Some out of lack of understanding, some out of mischief. Governors are held responsible, Mr. President is held responsible, yet every day we find activities within the Senate here challenging the challenges of insecurity. And so, Mr. President, that we have provided solutions in the past and they have not worked or they have not been implemented will not stop us from providing solutions. On several occasions in this Senate, in the 9th and 10th, solutions have been profiled, resolutions have been passed here on the need to rejig our security architecture. And so, now that we are confronted with this hydra-headed insecurity, because in my constituency, Mr. President, almost every day, almost on a daily basis, buses are seized, drivers are killed, especially in Otupo, and passengers are abducted, or they walk into somebody's house, retired immigration officer's house, and kill him. So now, it's becoming very scary that even in your homes, within my constituency now, by 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you must lock up your place. And so, sir, I think that now that we have attempted various forms in terms of solutions, and they have not given the desired results, there is nothing that stops us from continuing to explore all means of bringing this insecurity to a halt. And I think that a conference, a summit, where all Nigerians that have interest, all Nigerians that know how, will come and offer their own expertise and knowledge, will be an appropriate thing for this Senate to do now, at least for the image of the Senate. Let us do what we are expected to do. Convoke a summit, profile solutions, give these solutions to the executive by way of resolution of the Senate, and then ensure by the executive. I think that way we will be moving towards finding solution to the problems of insecurity in our country. Thank you, Mr. President.
So, is there a reason I want to thank you for allowing God to touch your eyes to see me. because if there's anybody in these hallowed chambers that is badly affected by the security challenge this country is going through, I think I am the one. That is why I co-sponsored this motion. Your Excellency, sir, I come from a local government area that has 15 council wards. As I speak to you, all the 13 council wards have been overrun by banditry. And the new style now is that they are no longer hosting flags. They take over your land, occupy your compound,